A woman standing with a distant backdrop of a landscape. She's sitting and three-fourths of her body is visible. She's looking at the viewer with a sculptural face and delicate veil, and her fine smile is evidence of the existence of a world-class painter. She has stood there as an epitome of beauty and awe for generations. If you haven't guessed already, we are speaking about Mona Lisa. The first impression of this painting might not amuse you, but wait, Mona Lisa is more than just a painting. But who is she? Why is that painting so famous? Keep watching to know the answers to all these questions. Let's begin. Leonardo da Vinci is the brush behind this beautiful painting called Mona Lisa. Today, millions of people worldwide come to Salle des Etats Museum to see the marvelous Mona Lisa. Every year, 6 million people visit Mona Lisa. What made this painting so special? There are many answers to this question, but the first thing that comes to mind is Leonardo da Vinci, the creator of Mona Lisa. You cannot complete high school without reading about Leonardo da Vinci and his works. He was born in Italy on the 15th of April, 1452. He had substantial knowledge of various fields. He was a painter, engineer, theorist, socialist, sculptor, and architect. That's one multidisciplinary career path. He is famous for his paintings. He is also known for his notebooks, where he made drawings and notes on hundreds of topics like anatomy, cartography, botany, painting, and paleontology. He's a genius who epitomized the Renaissance humanist ideal. He is regarded as a Renaissance man. Renaissance man is a term used to refer to great thinkers living before, during, or after the Renaissance. He was a man with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and an extremely inventive imagination. Leonardo da Vinci was born out of wedlock. His father was a successful notary and his mother was a lower-class woman. He was educated in Florence by the Italian painter and sculptor Andrea Valvorccio. He started his career as a painter in Florence and moved to Milan. He spent his time in Milan in the service of Ludovico Sforza. He also worked in Rome briefly and attracted a huge following of students. Francis I invited him, and he spent his last 3 years in France and died in 1519. His life is one of the most glorious parts of history. His paintings are known for their accurate representation of human anatomy. Anyone who looks at Leonardo da Vinci's paintings can tell he had a great deal of knowledge about human anatomy and structure. He continuously experimented with methods and his way of representing three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional surface. His curiosity and vivid imagination are visible in his unfinished projects. Unfortunately, the world was not lucky enough to witness his works. Most of his works were destroyed or overpainted. We have very few of his works right now. Mona Lisa is one such work which luckily didn't get lost, destroyed, or overpainted. Mona Lisa is an archetypal masterpiece of the Italian Renaissance. It is one of the world's most visited paintings. However, its glory doesn't stop here. Mona Lisa is one of the world's most written about, sung about, and parodied artworks. Everything about Mona Lisa is fascinating, from the subject's mysterious expression to the monumentality of the composition. The more you look at this painting, the more interesting and mysterious it gets. The subject of this painting is a noble Italian woman, Lisa Gherardini. She was the wife of Francesco del Giocondo. Leonardo never gave this painting to the Lisa or Gherardini family. It was painted. Mona Lisa is an oil painting on a white Lombardy poplar panel. It is believed that in his will, Leonardo gave this painting to his favorite apprentice, Sala. It is said that Leonardo might have worked on this till 1517. This painting was purchased by King Francis I of France and is now owned by the French Republic. It has been permanently displayed since 1797. Did you know why the painting became so famous? There are hundreds of reasons, but one major reason is that it was stolen. Yes, you heard that right. In 1911, Vincenzo Perugia stole the painting and justified his actions as patriotism. He believed that the painting belonged to Italy and should be returned. The theft and subsequent recovery in 1914 generated unprecedented publicity for art theft, resulting in the publication of numerous cultural depictions such as the 1915 opera Mona Lisa, two early 1930s films about the theft of the Mona Lisa, and Arsène Lupin, and Nat King Cole's popular Stang Mona Lisa, which became one of the most successful songs of 1950s. The painting's title, Mona Lisa in English, is based on the assumption that it depicts Lisa del Giocondo, though her likeliness is uncertain. Leonardo undertook to paint for Francesco del Giocondo the portrait of Mona Lisa, his wife, wrote Renaissance art historian Giorgio Vasari. Mana is a polite address derived from Madonna, similar to ma'am or madame or my lady in English. This evolved into Madonna and its contraction Mana. Though traditionally spelled Mana in English, the painting's title is spelled Mona Lisa in Italian, Mana being a vulgarity in Italian, but this is uncommon in English. Vasari's account of the Mona Lisa comes from his biography of Leonardo, published 31 years after the artist's death in 1550. It has long been the most well-known source of information on the work's provenance and the sitter's identity. After he died in 1524, Leonardo's assistant Sala owned a portrait known as Gioconda in his personal papers, a painting bequeathed to him by Leonardo. The Leonardo da Vinci catalog, Risoni 2019, confirms that the painting most likely depicts Lisa del Giocondo, with Isabel d'Este being the only plausible alternative. However, scholars have advanced several competing theories, claiming that Lisa del Giocondo was the subject of a different portrait, and identifying at least 4 other paintings referred to as the Mona Lisa by Vasari. Other candidates for the painting subject have included Isabella of Aragon, Cecilia Gallerani, Costanza d'Avalos, Duchess of Francavilla, Pacifica Brandino, Isabella Gualanda, Caterina Sforza, Bianca Giovanna Sforza, Sala, and Leonardo himself. Sigmund Freud, a psychoanalyst, theorized that Leonardo painted the Mona Lisa and other works with an approving smile from his mother, Caterina. The Renaissance hierarchical society makes the portrait of an upper-class noblewoman more likely than the wife of a modest merchant, especially for the Mona Lisa. The cavie at the Louvre is Isabella d'Este's alleged blonde hair. However, Isabella's portraits, Ambra's miniature, and Isabella in red depict brown hair and other similarities. Titan's retrospective portrait, Isabella in black, is the only one with blonde hair. Despite its widespread circulation, this identification is contested outside of its own museum's documentation, as the head bears no resemblance to the 2-color portraits we discussed. Although Vasari describes the brows in detail, Mona Lisa lacks visible brows and eyelashes. In 2007, French engineer Pascal Cote announced that his ultra-high resolution scans of the painting showed that the Mona Lisa was originally painted with eyelashes and brows, but that these had gradually faded over time, possibly due to overcleaning. Cote discovered that the painting had been reworked several times with changes to the size and direction of the Mona Lisa's gaze. He also discovered that the subject was wearing numerous hairpins and a pearl-encrusted headdress in one layer, which was later scrubbed out and overpainted. Much speculation has surrounded the painting's model and landscape. Some art historians in Eastern art, such as Yukio Yashiro, argue that the landscape in the picture's background was influenced by Chinese paintings. Still, this thesis has been contested due to a need for clear evidence. According to a 2003 Harvard University professor, Margaret Livingstone studied the smile on the Mona Lisa vanishes when viewed with direct vision, also known as foveal vision. The human eye is less suited to picking up shadows directly because it processes visual information. However, peripheral vision can pick up shadow as well. In 2008, a geomorphology professor at Urbino University and an artist photographer discovered similarities between Mona Lisa's landscapes and views in the Montefeltro region of the Italian provinces of Pesaro, Urbino, and Rimini. On August 2, 2009, a Russian woman upset about being denied French citizenship threw a ceramic teacup purchased at the Louvre, shattering it against the glass enclosure. The painting was unharmed in both cases. The painting has been temporarily relocated 3 times in recent decades to accommodate Louvre renovations between 1992 and 1995, 2001 to 2005, and 2019. A new queuing system introduced in 2019 shortens the time museum visitors must wait in line to see the painting. After passing through the queue, a group has about 30 seconds to view the painting. In an apparent attempt to raise awareness for climate change, a male activist disguised as a woman in a wheelchair threw cake at the protective glass covering the painting on May 29, 2022. The painting was unharmed. The man was arrested and taken to the police station for psychiatric evaluation. Following the Louvre's complaint, an investigation was launched. So this is the story, the Great Mona Lisa painting. Let us know what you think about the painting in the comments. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update.